Okay, I've started a new part, ANSI standards, 3 decimal places. We're in Chapter 8, working on the machine block, SOLIDWORKS 2015, page 8-3. I'm going to start a sketch on the front plane. My line command, starting at the origin, try to rough out the shape shown on 8-3. Okay, gesture for my dimension tool. I'm going to start with my overalls. We have 4. And this is 2. .5. 0.5. Work on our overalls here. Starting out with 4. 3.5. 3. 1 and 0.5, and I forgot this one on the top is 2. Alright, let's clean that up a little bit, moving some of these dimensions around. It's a little clearer picture on what each of these dimensions are going to. It's a little bit easier to see. So we have a line here that is blue. So I'm just going to grab this line and make them collinear, and that should take care of that. Okay, and exit the sketch, extrude, and we're going to extrude this to 6. And I just want to check my direction. I've got it coming towards me, he's got it going away, so I'm going to switch that out to 6. And we're okay. Alright, moving on, we're going to put a sketch on this inclined surface here. So I'm going to select that surface, create a sketch. I'm going to go normal to that sketch, and we're going to begin with these rectangles. Grab my rectangle tool. And this is 1.25 wide by 2 inches tall. And coming from the midpoint, we are 1 inch and 0.625. Alright, that's fully defined. We want to put some fillets in there. Just going to select it all at once and put a value in of 0.08. And we should be able to do a linear pattern here. Okay, let's try that again. We want to select our rectangle, go to linear pattern. We want a total of 3. And we want our spacing to be the width of our block plus the gap. That looks correct. Alright, I think we can exit this sketch and go ahead and cut This is an extruded cut to a depth of 0.5. That looks correct. Alright, we need to add some holes using the hole wizard this time. Okay, moving on, we're going to add the holes around the bottom of page 8-5. I'm going to use the hole wizard. So grab the hole wizard, select our surface. We're going to select a counterboard hole. I'm going to expand our options here to show custom sizing. I'm going to put a value of 0.625, 0.875 for the counterbore, and a depth of counterbore of 1/4 of an inch. These want to be deselected. Our end condition is going to be, where's our end condition? Blind, and we're going to specify a depth of 5/8, 0.625. Alright, now we hit the tab for showing position. Estimate where we want to go. We're going to put a dimension in here of 1 inch from the side and 1 inch from the bottom. Hit OK. And now we're going to pattern that by going to our linear pattern. We have our feature still selected. We need to give a direction. We can select this bottom line. Number of instances is going to be 3, and spacing is going to be 2. Switch our direction and we should be good to go. Alright, now we would like to mirror this feature onto the back side. So if we drew this correctly, we are going to create a new plane off of the right plane, and that should put us in the middle of the part. So I'm going to go to Reference Geometry, Plane. I'm going to select my right plane to start. Alright, moving on, we have our reference plane. We're now going to mirror these holes, so we are on to page 8-7. We're going to select our mirror option and select our feature, which is these, and select our mirror plane. It's already selected because I just was using it, and should be good to go. Okay, I'm going to hit save again. Alright, putting some holes on the top. We're going to select this surface, create a sketch, and begin making some holes here. So we're going to do these holes using traditional circles. Put a dimension on here of 0.275, and just going to select all these circles and give them an equal and add some positioning dimensions. So off of our origin we are 1/2 inch. These are 5 inches apart. And 1 inch apart here. Alright. So, we need another dimension. Whoop, lost my dimension tool. Here we go. This one is also 5. And it looks like these didn't get lined up for whatever reason, so let's add some dimensions in here. Alright, that's fully defined, and we're going to cut these 1 inch deep. So exit our sketch, extruded cut, blind 1 inch. Okay. Next we're going to create a cutaway section. We're on page 8-9. We're going to go to the configuration tab to do this. So we go here to configuration, right click on the name of the part, and we're going to add a configuration. So I've named this last name first initial chapter 8 machine block. I'm going to right click and add this configuration. Oops. Try that again. Right click. Okay, we're going to add a name to this configuration. We're going to call it cutaway view. Cutaway view. We can add some additional comments if we needed to, but author's not asking us to do that. We're going to go ahead and select that. Now we're activated this view. We're going to create a new sketch on this surface, and I'm going to go normal to that surface, and okay, so put a dimension in here, 1/4 of an inch, and .5. 2.75 and 3.25. Okay, that'll fully configure that. I'm going to exit our sketch, go to extruded cut, and go. We're now on page 8-11. We're going to go through all. Alright. I'm going to hit save. Okay, we can switch between our new configuration with the cutaway or our original configuration with the whole machine part. We're going to split this screen over here, splitting the feature manager. On page 813. If you come up to the very top here, you notice you'll get a set of parallel lines. If I drag that down, I now can split this so I can see my feature manager and my configurations here. Okay, we're back at our default configuration. I'm going to right click, add another configuration, and we're going to call this one machine features suppressed. Whoops. Machine features suppressed. And hit OK. And now going to hold the Control key and select the cut features from the design tree and remove those features. So we have here, I'm going to hold Control key and select this, and the top. And if we right click and hit suppress, we now have turned those features off. And now we have an additional configuration with none of the cutouts. And I'm going to hit save, and that does it.